Today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of post-conviction DNA testing statutes all across the country. 20 years or so ago, there was a man by the name of Kirk Bloodsworth that was the first person ever to be exonerated by DNA testing. Since that first exoneration, I have some figures here that tell the story about how important DNA is. First of all, 232 people have been exonerated that were wrongfully convicted. 17 of those people were on death row. They've served an average of 12 years of their lives, and the average age that they were when they went in was 26 years old. Altogether, 2,894 years of innocent people in jail. So you can see there is a huge reason these people's lives were ruined because they were wrongfully convicted, and DNA helped get them free. So today I am going to discuss with you the importance of DNA testing, the importance, why people are sometimes opposed to it, and how we can help. As a member of the Innocence Project and a future defense attorney, I am very, very committed to this, and I want everyone to understand my reasoning and perhaps be moved to help all those people that were innocent and are serving time in jail. DNA is important for a variety of reasons. First of which is that it tells the truth. According to the Journal of Law, Medicine, and Ethics, 75% of the exoneration cases so far, the convictions were based on faulty eyewitness testimony. 50% of the cases were based on faulty science. DNA tells the truth. Much, humans can't sometimes, not because they lie on purpose, but because they just make a mistake. Other people say, how many people can there still be that need to be exonerated? Well, a study by the Ohio State University questioned judges, prosecutors, defense attorneys, and other members of law enforcement. They came up with a number of around anywhere from 0.1% to a full percentage of people that were possibly wrongfully convicted. So we're going to do the math with those numbers. So let's do the math here. 0.5% times the 1,993,000 that were convicted during the year of the trial, or during the year of the study at Ohio State. That means that there are possibly 9,900 people that were wrongfully convicted. Move it to the year 2005, when there were 2 million people convicted. That means possibly 11,000 people. So you see that there is still many people that may need the assistance of DNA. Some people are opposed to it for a variety of reasons. Some because we're basically questioning the entire system of justice. They say it works, so how can we say after somebody's been convicted that it was erroneous? Well, the governor of Illinois several years ago commuted all 171 sentences of the people on death row because it was found out that some of the confessions were beaten out of them by the police. So he didn't want to take the chance of any of them being innocent, and therefore put to death an innocent man. Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor says, and this is a quote, "The system may well be allowing some innocent defendants to be executed." So people that are in law enforcement even know that the system is flawed and we need some assistance. Others oppose DNA because there's no standards for the laboratory. And that's actually valid. Texas had 350 executions since 1982, and 15 death row inmates from Texas have been set free because of DNA exonerations. So I mean, what does that mean for the 350 that were executed? You know, could we have executed an innocent man? Quite possibly. In 2005, the governor of Virginia ordered a review of 161 DNA tests after it was discovered that the crime lab messed up one case. He didn't want to send one innocent person to jail, so he had a review of all those cases. So that's why it's important to have uniform DNA laws across the country that will address the issues of the faulty DNA labs. There should be uniform statutes across all 50 states so that everyone is following the same rules and that every wrongfully convicted person has a chance of exoneration. There are still 7 states without post-conviction DNA laws. Those are Alabama, Alaska, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and South Dakota. All the other states have laws, but they're very, very inconsistent. The Innocence Project has some suggestions for universal post-conviction DNA laws. There should be a reasonable standard set to establish proof of evidence when requesting DNA. You can't just have everybody requesting it. There has to be a reason why they're requesting it. Reasonable proof that, hey, these people are innocent and DNA will prove that. Access should be granted anytime, whether a defendant is already in jail, whether he pled guilty and is in jail, or whether he's already been released. There should be no time limit on it. There should be rules regarding the preservation of DNA evidence, cataloging, and accounting for. And the laboratory should be accredited and regulated per the FBI guidelines and the American Bar Association guidelines. That way, all across the 50 states, everyone will have to follow the same rules. Therefore, there can be no discrepancies. You know, it's not a popular platform to question or cast doubt on what some people consider the best criminal justice system in the world. But it is necessary. The number of individuals sitting in prison and awaiting death cannot be ignored. Those that were wrongfully convicted cannot be ignored. You know, as we stated earlier, there's could be almost 11,000 people sitting there right now that are innocent. The 232 that came before them had to fight hard to get somebody to look at the DNA, to test them. They served almost 3,000 years in jail. The rest of the people that are currently in jail that were wrongfully convicted should not have to serve the same amount of years. I mean, DNA is readily available. We should make it available to them to prove their innocence. All 50 states must adopt post-conviction DNA laws to see this done, to make sure that people who are innocent aren't in jail and are not put to death. It is up to us to help. I encourage you to join the Innocence Projects. Each state pretty much has their own. There's a national one with the Innocence Project. Read the stories of the people that have gone through this. Read their experiences. Talk to the legislatures. Increase the public awareness. Do something so that these people that are sitting in jail do not have to do so that there finally can be justice for all. Thank you.